Capricorn, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do a weekly reading for you for November 16th through the 23rd. All right. So I'm going to start off with just a few of my decks just to get just a little extra perspective on the topic that we're going to do today. So we're going to take a look at your person's what they're attracted to in you, and also what repels them from you. Okay? And, you know, I feel like this could be very helpful, okay? Because whatever repels this person, like whatever they're repelled by in you, is probably something that they need to address within themselves, okay? All right, so we're going to use those three decks, and I'm going to use this deck today. It's called the Cosmic Slumber Tarot. As usual, it's a beautiful deck. It's got 2 extra cards in it. And the 2 extra cards are the day and the night, or the morning and the night. So it's like if either one of those cards come up, we're going to take a look at what this person either daydreams about you or what they dream about you at night. Okay? But these cards represent why this person is attracted to you in the first place. All right? And then we're going to use these purple cards to see what repels this person from you. This week, I'm going to be doing a special on 30-minute readings. So if you want to take advantage of that, you can go to the description box and get the details on that. And we'll get you in the schedule if that's something you want to do. If not, no worries. All right, so I'm going to start up here, okay? So these 2 cards are going to speak to what they're attracted to in you, okay? All right, it says, I do have urges to call you, but I stop myself. Okay, so if this person has urges to call you, you could be at any point in a relationship, okay? It might be a very new connection. It could be a current relationship. It could be a relationship that is broken up. It could be a connection that's in separation, whatever the case may be. All right? This person has urges to call you, but they are stopping themselves for some reason. All right? So let's see what we have here. We have kindness, good-natured, gracious, giving. So I feel like that's something that they appreciate about you, something that is attractive to them. Not sure why this is coming up though, okay? Usually it's the ego that prevents somebody from calling you when they have urges or feelings to call you, okay? So we'll just see what this person, why they're attracted to you right now. All right, we have the Fool. Okay, so I feel like this person feels like you might have taken a risk on them. You might have had faith in the connection, maybe even before they did. All right, there's an innocence to the Fool, okay? I feel like they feel that innocence within you. But I feel like you might have taken a risk. You might have expressed yourself to this person. Maybe even more so than they expressed themselves to you. You might have shown your good-natured, giving, gracious, kind self to them. And it's like they might be in the energy of hanging on to whatever it is you said or did when it comes to them. You might have given a lot of yourself, or you might have expressed something that almost amazed them that you would express, something they've never forgotten. Okay? All right, so what else do we have here? 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like they felt it was very attractive that you might have expressed that you want to be with them. That, you know, and this could be a whole range of things. You know, you could have expressed that you were very attracted to them, or that you wanted to spend time with them, or you wanted to get to know them. You, I feel, made it known that you felt a connection between the two of you. You know, and this might have been very difficult for you. Okay? They appreciate and they found it very attractive that you were attracted to them. All right? And sometimes that can be the most attractive thing in a person. And I'm not saying that it is in this case, but somebody that you might not have ever thought of being with, when they express their attraction for you or vice versa, suddenly you start to see different qualities and attractive qualities in that person. You know, I'll always say that if you're holding back telling somebody what you find attractive in them, you're doing yourself a disservice when it comes to the connection. All right, so what do we have here? 2 of Swords. So even though this person found it very attractive that you might have expressed an attraction for them, they also found it very attractive that you didn't throw yourself at this person. You didn't. Okay, 2 of Swords. You know, you might have let them know in a very subtle way. You might have let them know in a very blunt way. But, you know, you might have expressed this in a very kind, gracious, good-natured way. And, you know, you didn't try to force anything. You know, 2 of Swords, yes, it can be blocking your heart. But it's also about not making or not forcing a choice to be made. I feel like you didn't force this person, or you didn't put this person in a position where they had to make a decision that minute. You let the information be known, and you sat on it. You allowed this person to marinate in what you said. What do we have here? We have the Magus. This is the Magician. I feel like this person found you to be somewhat magical in a way. They found it amazing. I keep getting amazing. They found it amazing that you shared with them what you shared with them. They might not have responded the way that you wanted them to respond or how you thought they should respond, but they took it in fully. And it made a huge impression on them, to the point where they do have urges to call you, but they stop themselves. So why do they stop themselves? We'll see. And what is this kindness about from you? All right, we have the Hermit. You might be dealing with a Virgo, okay? But this person, you know, I feel like they're very caught up in trying to figure you out. There's something about you that's different. They're reflecting. They're trying to figure this out in their head. where the answer might not be showing up to them because, you know, it feels like you put out something unconditional to them, and they're trying to figure out what was the angle there. What were you trying to accomplish? You know, what were you trying to get from them? And the answer was nothing. It was just you were expressing yourself. You were sharing a part of yourself with this person. That's it. This person, I feel like, spends, when they are alone, they spend a lot of time thinking about you, thinking about why you did this, or what the reason was, or trying to figure out logically what made you do this. What makes you magical to them? Kindness, clarified by Four of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles, because that's the energy of holding back. And then we have Princess of Swords, Page of Swords. So I feel like you might have just gone quiet on this person. You know, if they didn't respond possibly the way you expected, maybe they didn't respond at all, you know, you held back. You held back not because you didn't want this person, or you just held back because you felt like they weren't ready for something. And Page of Swords, I feel like you probably follow this person online, on social media in some way. You might look at them online. Oh, excuse me. You know, this might be a long lost love situation. Both of you might look at each other online and wonder. I feel like there's a lot of wondering what happened. I want to see what this Two of Swords is, and I want to see what this Magus is, this Magician. Ace of Swords. They know you were truthful with them. Like, this might be a situation where you expressed something very, very close to your heart, very, very dear to you. You might have, this might have been the one time in your life you just laid your feelings out on the line, and maybe they didn't respond, or maybe they thought you were going to call them to explain yourself. Maybe you did this in a text, maybe you did this in person, maybe whatever. You definitely expressed something. You took a big risk. You had a lot of faith in your feelings, and you took a risk, but you didn't force this on anybody. You just allowed it to marinate in this person, for this person. But it was truthful. It was truthful. Magus, Magician, Lovers. That's what was magical about you, is you might have picked up on a connection they were feeling. Lovers, could be a Gemini. You might have picked up on this mutual connection that the two of you had, this mutual attraction that the two of you had. And this person is trying to figure out, how did Capricorn know that I felt the same way? And they're so caught up, Hermit, trying to figure out how you could possibly know that. It's almost like you were magical in your intuition. And they're befuddled. They're befuddled by it. They feel like you read their mind. Okay? So they're very, very attracted to the mystical connection that the two of you have, okay? And to this day, all right, who knows how long it's been. For some of you, not very long. For some of you, maybe a long time. This person does have urges to call you, but they stop themselves because they're so trying to figure out how you were able to read their mind. One more card here, and we have Prince of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles. So it's like, it's a very, very slow process in the physical world because this person chooses to try to figure it out logically versus listening to this, the Lovers, which you both had. You both had this physical attraction, this connection between the two of you. And it was extremely attractive, maybe overwhelmingly attractive to them. But they got caught up in the mystical, magical piece of this, that maybe they weren't comfortable. You know, the spiritual connection can throw a lot of people. All right, so what repels this person from you? What repels this person from you? Let's start over here. We have, I say things just for shock value. Okay. So that tells me that your person, you know, might have said back to you, you know, I don't feel the same. I don't know what you're talking about. Or they might have not even said something for shock value, but they said nothing for shock value, or to get you to maybe say it again. You know, they might not have believed it the first time and they needed to hear it again. And maybe Two of Swords, you weren't going to do that. It's like, you heard what I said, or you read what I said. You can read it again. Right? All right, so what repels this person from you? We've got 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords and the Chariot. So, you know, it's interesting. I feel like in this weird way, this person almost feels like, you know, what you said might have been a betrayal to a friendship that the two of you had. Like it put the friendship on the line, or it put the relationship that the two of you had on the line. It's like you, because you said what you did, it's like you removed yourself from this person's life because of how they dealt with it. Okay, and what repelled them was the Chariot. You wanted to move towards your heart's desire, which was this person. And they feel almost a sense of betrayal that by virtue of you sharing something with them, it ultimately removed you from their life. They didn't want to see you go from their life. What else? Page of Pentacles. So Page of Pentacles is about, they saw the window of opportunity here with you. They absolutely did. I feel like you might have spoken something that they were not ready to acknowledge. They were not ready to acknowledge it for whatever reason. They could have, who knows, you could have worked with this person. You know, there could have been a dynamic between you and other people around this person that this person wasn't comfortable with, or, you know, you or this person could have been otherwise involved with somebody else. Okay, whatever it was, they definitely felt the opportunity you know, and they also felt the limitations around this connection as well. Whatever those limitations were in the physical world, you know, it was like, it's almost like they said, why did you have to do this? And then we have the Strength card of Leo. So ultimately, what repelled this person from you was the fact that you made this person feel vulnerable in a way that they were not ready for. Okay? With your speaking of something, with you taking a risk and saying something about the two of you potentially coming together, by you being truthful, but not being in any way overbearing about this or trying to force this. You made this person feel very vulnerable. And this card, which is, you know, I say things for shock value. It could be that they do things for shock value as well. And that shock value did not work with you. Let's see. We're going to clarify that card there. And I want to clarify the Strength card and the Ten of Swords. Look at this, the Star. So the reason that this person did something for shock value, which might have been literally doing nothing, it's because they saw you as a potential heart's desire. They didn't want to see you go away from their life. But whatever was said or whatever the exchange was made them feel extremely vulnerable, something they were not ready for. Ten of Swords, clarified by Knight of Swords. Yeah, this is, they felt very much betrayed by something that you said. And it was, the betrayal was that it removed you from their life in some way that they were not ready for. They did not want to see you go away from their life. The Strength card clarified by the Moon. So what this left them with is they feel in the dark about what to do. They feel, you know, they kept their feelings in the dark when it came to you. They never expressed, they never really responded to what it was that you shared with them. And they know that that's something that they would have to face should they come back into your life. So very, very attracted to the magical connection. What repels them right now is the fact that they would have to match the vulnerability that you expressed to them. And, you know, it's much easier to stay in the dark. It's much easier to try to logically figure this out. But when they think about you, they think about what you said repeatedly. They may read a text over and over and over again. They might have read it 100 times. Think about how awful that would be to share the feelings, to not ever be able to express them. All right, Capricorn. A little bit of a sad story today. All right, so this is you, and this is your person. You, imagination, let your dreams take flight. So that's saying you know, and we have the number 15 here, so that's you. Okay, devil is number 15. And 15 broken down, it's about a soulmate. So it's like, don't lose your dreams over this person. You know, you can still, I feel like it's completely plausible that if you stay in a high vibration around this person, keep your thoughts and dreams positive around this person, you could draw this person in. But because this person basically would have to make themselves vulnerable on a new level with you, that is what keeps them away. And then for them, we have awareness. Look beyond what you see. So I feel like you are challenging this person to have the faith that you had at one point. Have the faith and awareness to make themselves vulnerable, you know, when it comes to their feelings. You know, it's like, look beyond what you see in the physical world. I feel like that's what this person is trying to do, but they're trying to do it in, you know, a logical 3D way, where it's like you've got to, like, what you said might have made no sense to them based on the connection or friendship or something that you had at that time or at that point. It might have felt over the top to them, and they couldn't make sense of it. But they are gaining awareness to look beyond what they see in the physical world because of the connection that the two of you had. Lovers, magician. It was a magical connection. That's all you can say about it. And if you think that you have fallen out of this person's thoughts, you have not. All right, Capricorn, that's what I have for you. If you're looking for a deeper, more personal reading, definitely reach out to me. If not, no worries. I will talk to you next time. All right? Have a fantastic week. Thanks so much. Bye.